What's up? This is Screen Fame from your boy Carcino here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Murder on the Orient Express. Now, more Murder on the Orient Express is a remake from the 1970s classic, and this is a standout performance by the detective that everyone Hercule Poirot. And what he does is he arrives on the train and interrogates like all the passengers for clues so he can find out a mystery to a murder that's on a train. And all of these characters on the train, it's like Clue, not the movie Clue, but the premise of Clue, like the board game on a train. Because Clue is a comedy. It took a lot of levity into it because as kids we loved Clue. Tim Curry stood out tremendously. You gotta let it, you gotta let it, you gotta let it, you gotta. So anyway, Kenneth Branagh, who directed this film, is also the star of the film. So of course he was gonna have all the great parts and scenes, but yes, he stands out. Kenneth Branagh takes over the entire film. Everything's about him. All the shots are about him. The dialogue, everything else. This has a Ridley Scott type feel with the landscape. You see, and of course, he's one of the producers of the film. You see the actual the landscape, the snow, the actual train. I hope this is in IMAX. That's what I hope when it comes out. The film's in IMAX because it looked great just in regular theater. I'm just like, man, this is regular. I know this is they're probably using digital cameras now. I don't know if they shot it in 35 millimeter or not, but this looks pretty good. But a movie that's a remake based on something that happened in the 70s, the style of the movies and films have changed. So now these type of films are not around anymore. That's built on more character development. Now they like to speed things up. And you could get lost in a film like this where you feel like this is being drug out, people being guarded, they're not saying too much, and the characters are sort of forgotten about. Like they're not really drawn out. Like everybody was great in their roles. I don't re- I don't really want to say anyone was bad because Michelle Pfeiffer to me she was great in her performance. Um, I think what's her name was added to this. The character from Star Wars, Ray Daly Riley. She was added. Because she had the appeal from Star Wars, and it was the first time we got to see her in something else. Daisy Ridley, that's her name. Um, and she did good playing that married woman, but she's forgotten about. There's a lot of people that's forgotten about in this film, like Penelope Cruz. Josh Gad is great whenever he's in a role. I think he lands and nails it. But of course, it's his job to get out information that they keep guarded. And it's your job as the viewer to try to remember what people are saying and what could be used against them, as it's a good detective movie, and that's what we want, you know? So you get to figure out who done it, why they did it, and everything else. I was just more impressed with the style of the film, the direction, and a movie of dialogue. Me, I could watch this. Um, Definitely a great film. It's not better than the original, of course. And when you be surprised that there's two Oscar winners in this film, and it would be Penelope Cruz and Judi Dench, and four Oscar nominees, and Kenneth Braggett, Michelle Pfeiffer, Johnny Depp, and William Defoe. Now, out of all these people, Penelope Cruz is the one I wouldn't see as an Oscar winner out of this group. That's a fun fact. But overall, I give this movie 3 stars out of 4. I really liked it. It's not for everybody. If you like murder mystery type films, this is definitely for you. I'm out.